Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy. It's been a long time. I'm not going to talk about what's happened. I'm just going to get straight into why I'm making this video. So it's 2023. Markets have been going up, going down, mainly down. The economy is going straight for a huge recession. So I am going to talk about a play that I personally believe is going to have a monstrous 2023. And I think now is a great time to be getting into this play based on the charts, based on an earnings report that is going to be coming out tomorrow. So a day after I post this video. And so I'm making this video because personally, I have been loading this stock the last month and a half, 2 months. This is a stock I've talked about previously on this channel. And I think that right now is a golden opportunity. So enough of all the talking. What stock are we talking about today? We're talking about none other than High Tide, ticker symbol HITI, here on the NASDAQ. So right here we are looking at the American version, but I'm going to transfer this to our Canadian TSX exchange because I am from Canada and this is the position I hold. Those of you in America, the price is still the same. It just reflects the Canadian dollar instead of the US dollar. And so I'm going to just take you guys quickly into what this stock has done since about 2020. You can see this point in time right here, we had a massive run up. This is when all stocks were going up. And since February of 2021, we have just seen a pretty consistent downtrend. You can see we've had clear tops, we've had clear bottoms. It was a clear downtrend. And so when we officially got out of this downtrend would be, I would say, about here. So right here in July of 2022, we just fell off this cliff and then we finally started to flatline. In my eyes, this looked like a clear break to a pattern. And so this was a 2-year-long downtrend. And then we had this consolidation period since July 2022 till about November of 2022. And so now if we fast forward a little bit, this is starting to look like a new pattern. From this point right here of November 10th, 2022, we've seen a nice run up. We've seen it come right back down, and here we are today with our price action currently above our 50-day moving average. You guys know how big and how bullish this is for stocks. We could still see the price come back down. I could see a nice test right back on our 20-day moving average, which is our yellow line. You could see we had a strong break right here. We held our 50 and then we closed well above. And so we have an earnings report coming out tomorrow after the market closes. And I think looking at where we are on this chart, how long we've been in a downtrend, I think this stock is going to be a very big sleeper of 2023. So clearly you can see we have been on a nice little uptrend here. We have a nice break above the 50-day SMA, and I think the price point is extremely attractive at $2.22. But more importantly, this company is valued at around $150 million. This company currently has 150 stores, brick and mortar, that they are continuing to grow. Raj Grover has a goal of 200. This guy continues to hit his targets, so there's no reason to question him and his goals. And on top of that, a company that made $100 million in a quarter that is only valued at 150 should show you how undervalued this play is. The problem with this stock is its volume. There aren't that many buyers. There aren't that many people who are trading this stock on a daily basis. And so that to me is actually a good sign for a longer term play. That shows that people haven't got in yet. People don't know about this stock yet. And so once the eyes start to come on this stock is when we're truly going to start to see the real growth in terms of share price. The company is growing outside. We know that the stock price does not represent the company. And so we need to understand that even though the company is doing really well, for a share price to go up, you need buyers and you need people to be buying this stock. And so currently our volume has been extremely low. I've been accumulating as much as I can while we are at these low prices. A lot of people like to compare SNDL with High Tide. So if we compare SNDL's market cap of 591 million, this is about 4x cheaper than High Tide. Which company is better? In my eyes, it is a clear choice. The High Tide is a stronger company. They have a stronger foundation than SNDL. First things first is SNDL is American. High Tide is Canadian-based with an e-commerce platform in the United States. They have expansion in Europe that is commencing as I'm speaking right now. And once we hit some sort of legalization in the United States, if we get federal, if we get more state legalizations, only thing that is going to happen is High Tide is going to grow their presence in America. They have a head start over SNDL. They already have a working product here in Canada. They have a Costco-like model in their Canna Cabana space. They have membership sales that continue to go up. The biggest thing for me in this upcoming earnings is to see how many retaining customers we actually have in the Canna Cabana membership. I think if we can get above that 1 million subscribers, users in this space, we will see continued growth. And that is going to be a clear sign for me to continue to hold this for the longer term. If we're just looking at analyst targets here, you can see there's a buy rating here on High Tide. We have a strong buy in terms of analyst rating. And we have a 1-year price target of $675. I can't tell you where this price is going to go, but just looking at the chart, we have a clear uptrend. We've had our first little burst. We've had our consolidating down point. You can see we're setting higher lows, and now we are sitting above our 50 SMA. I think this video was very important to make today because tomorrow is going to be a great time, in my opinion, to kind of look at the stock and see if it fits in your portfolio. We are at a point now where money is starting to get tight for a lot of consumers. There's not that much spending happening in terms of investments. People are really focused on these high interest rates. They aren't even able to pay off any sort of mortgages they have. A lot of their payments are going straight to interest. So I know we are going to be very selective with the stocks we buy moving forward. Personally, I am not buying any big tech. I think big tech still has a lot of room to the downside. I believe in a play like High Tide because when we are in recessions, a lot of companies that are vices for the general community tend to do well. And as unfortunate as that is to say, that is just me being logical. People, when they don't have money to buy certain things, they tend to have a lot more issues mentally, leads to more alcoholism. And since we are legal in cannabis here, I know it's going to be a lot easier for people to access cannabis, and people are going to use and abuse substances, unfortunately. But as an investor, I know where this trend could lead. And looking at the share price in terms of just market capitalization and looking at it on a technical basis where we have bottomed out, we are setting higher lows, we are above a 50-day SMA. I think this is a great time to be getting into a very cheap and undervalued play. And I think this is going to set the tone for 2023. And so I quickly wanted to make a video on this play because this is something that behind the scenes I have been accumulating for the last month and a half, 2 months. This has been a play we've bought years ago, but now has been the time that I've seen this bottoming out. It was a great time to buy low. We're starting to set higher lows. And we have an earnings report coming out tomorrow, Monday, January 30th, after the bell. And so I'm posting this video here on Sunday. So those of you who do get the opportunity to watch this video today, you will potentially have an opportunity to buy this play. I'm not telling you to buy this. I'm not a financial advisor. Do what you want with your money. I'm just personally telling you what I've been doing behind the scenes. And I wanted to put this opportunity in front of you guys as well, because in a market full of turmoil and fear, there are still opportunities. And I want you to know that even when markets go down, there are still plays that can help you make money, because when some things go down, other sectors go up. We've done this before in the past with STNG and our tankers that are way up now. And so we're here to do this again with High Tide. And so if you guys enjoyed this video and the return of Dummy Boy Finance, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video.